Well, hello again. This is Michael from Jessic Biking. Today I'm going to show you some non-bike related projects I've been doing on the side while I've been doing my bike builds. And as I said before, I have found through much research that steampunk is a very highly creative avenue. And I could not help but get sidetracked somewhat by doing these little side projects. Like I found a camera down at Goodwill, and I decorated it steampunk, made up an old style camera flash using an old railback flashlight and some other household utensils, and also at the same time found a nice flash that goes along with the camera that surprisingly still works. So let's take a look and listen. Well, here's the first project that I did. It was a camera I got from Goodwill, and I had an old watch strap that was broke, and I decorated it up with the gears and stuff like that. Used some stencil brush to paint on the brass, and this here is an old light meter that I've had in my junk drawer for years. I used to be a self-employed wedding photographer back in the 80s, so I have a lot of old stereo camera equipment left over. And this here, as I said, is an old rayovac flashlight. I left the batteries in it, so the contacts got a little corroded, so it became useless until now. Painted it brass, used some couple old batteries, and this is from an old candelabra. Also too, that is the old style, and put that down here. And this is a flash that I got from Goodwill. I decorated it up with using watch gears and stuff like that, and I can actually, believe it or not, still use this. The camera still works. I don't have no batteries in it. They're up there upstairs, but the camera and the flash do work. As you can see, that was the first project I put together, and like I said, it's a working steampunk. The second thing I did, now I used some of the parts that were left over that I had. Some of the parts were left over that I used for my bicycle builds, and I just had them laying around, so I tried to figure out what am I going to do with them. Well, here is a Victorian Victrola that I made, and old camera, or not camera, but the lamp base. This here was a some kind of hibachi or for a fondue. I had to use the burner for a light project that I'm going to do on one of my later bike builds. And this here, the speaker that I made out of a old candelabra. It was one of those Boda style candles, and I used that for the horn. And then I had a satchel that had a little speaker built into it, and I tore that out of the canvas bag, and you can see I got Victrola. That's just a couple of items up there. I still got about 3 or 4 items up there I'm still finishing up, and I'm very happy that it turned out as well as it did. I had one radio up there that I really liked real well. It had a decorator, but for some reason the volume control went bad on me. So this one here is substitute, and last but not least is a lamp that I put together using old camera lamp or candlestick lamps, parts that I had left over. This here was another candle holder that I went to Lowe's and got the special lighting for the vintage style. And knocked out pretty good there. And like I said, I had a bunch of parts and I just started throwing stuff together until it resembled something. So all I can say is, like I said, I'll be putting another video out here in probably about a month of a Victrola that kind of outdid myself from this one here. It's looks like a piece of jewelry art. It turned out quite well. I'm still refining it. So this is Michael from Jessic Biking, hoping you enjoyed these non-bike related projects I've done on the side. And if you enjoyed, give me a thumbs up. That way I'll know whether to continue or not. So until then, bye.